Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us at Ignite. I'm Ali, and I run the software engineering and quality teams for Microsoft devices. One part of that organization, the commercial engineering team, specifically focuses on understanding and meeting the needs of our business, education, and government customers with the goal of delivering to you the best of Microsoft 365. And one of the primary ways that we achieve that goal is by listening to you, our customers, who help us find opportunities to build better products and better services. In our effort to stay close to you, we listen to you through a variety of different paths. Over the course of last year, the Devices Customer Advisory Board allowed us to go deep with a small number of customers, while industry field trips allowed us to see customers in their own environments. Telemetry from the field and the calls we received in customer support gave us visibility to how our devices were being used and what problems are being encountered. Campus Connect allowed us to deep dive into specific features, and user research helped us answer important questions for us. We heard from IT professionals and we heard from end users. In some cases, we confirmed that we were on the right path, and in others, we pivoted and adjusted based on what we heard and what we learned. We also made some adjustments as a result of the changing environment of work and life in this time of COVID-19. What we heard and what we learned allowed us to understand and meet your needs throughout the full life cycle of our products in your environments. We're always pushing forward with new and updated devices and experiences that meet your needs and better ways for you to deploy those to your end users. Improved systems for managing them and enhanced capabilities for troubleshooting and repairing them. And of course, improved ways of keeping them secure and up to date. At the same time, we have continued to focus on giving your end users the best experiences while using our devices to get their work done. Your feedback has helped us to create a portfolio of devices where we can meet the needs of people in every role and every industry. Over the course of last year, with your input, we've added several products and features to our lineup. We added Quadro and 32 gigs of memory as options to the Surface Book, which has been welcomed by our customers wanting that extra horsepower for CAD, CGI, and other computation-heavy applications. We built Go 2 with more power and increased screen real estate in order to help frontline teams that are out there every day get their work done easier and faster. The removable SSD in Laptop 3 and Pro X has helped organizations keep their teams up and running and has allowed our customers in specific industries to meet data retention requirements in a much easier way. Our continued focus on speakers, cameras, and microphones throughout our product line has continued, and the addition of our headsets and earbuds have been geared to improve end-user experience of remote work as well as general communications. Towards that same focus, our recently released eye contact feature on Pro X is another way of improving that communications experience, which has become really critical right now, and also trying to make it just a little bit closer to being there in person. Our hub has become a go-to device for emergency response teams and operations centers. And the addition of a battery option this year expanded the scenarios where this unique device becomes the perfect tool. And of course, we now have the 86-inch version coming very soon to expand those scenarios some more. And that is the device that I'm presenting from today. Our updated Dock 2 is another great example of outcomes from working with our commercial customers. We added USB-C ports, but just as importantly, we have focused on making our dock easier to update through Windows Update and making it easier to manage via Intune, including the ability to turn off ports. And across the portfolio, we continue to make commercial packaging an important focus. We know it makes a big difference when you are deploying large numbers of devices. We also know that we need to do some more work with third-party covers and accessories under our Design for Surface program, and it's going to be a focus area for us. Now, we know how important deployment is for our customers, and we continue to hear about how much more critical it has become now with employees working from home. Surface led the way with Autopilot, and we've continued to invest in this critical feature. We have heard from the IT departments of our customers that Autopilot is saving them significant numbers of hours per device, that it has substantially reduced setup and deployment-related service calls as well. Just as importantly, end users are getting a much better out-of-box experience. Paired with in-tune DFCI capabilities, which allow you to manage low-level UEFI features remotely, Autopilot is making truly zero-touch deployments possible with our devices. With Autopilot, IT departments set up a configuration for the end user, they ship the service directly to that user, and the configuration takes effect when the device is first turned on and is connected to the network. It removes the need for the IT department to unpack, turn on, image, configure, repack, and then ship devices to customers. We will continue to invest in this area, listening to you and perfecting your deployment experience and your end users out-of-box experience remains a huge priority for us. Management and security is another area where Surface devices really shine as an example of the best of Microsoft coming together to deliver the best experiences to IT departments and to end users. We ship our devices with a Microsoft-developed UEFI, the low-level firmware that runs under the operating system. This has allowed us to be able to more closely control and manage the security of the full stack of software and firmware that runs on our devices. We've also made sure that all pieces of device-specific software and firmware that run on our devices are updated through the same Windows Update channels that our operating system is updated through. This has allowed our customers to be able to keep all of the software and firmware on Surface devices up to date with more ease. Developing our own low-level software and firmware has also allowed us to deliver features like SEMM and now DFCI through Intune, allowing IT admins to remotely manage very low-level features of these systems that previously used to require physical access to the devices, such as disabling cameras or specific USB ports, for example. We continue to expand these capabilities. Our latest docks are a great example of this. They're now updated through Windows Update, and they're managed through Intune via DFCI, allowing an IT admin to control specific capabilities on the dock remotely, and just like the Surface, to turn off specific ports on the docks as well. We are hearing back from you, our customers, that these capabilities and features are enabling you to reduce time and labor in management of devices and significantly reduce security-related issues in your fleets. But issues do arise from time to time, and it continues to be our goal to help you identify, diagnose, and fix those issues. We as Microsoft also live this experience. Our campuses have tech-link locations to help end users that are having issues with their devices. Many enterprises rely on similar service locations to get employees back up and running when they run into issues. But the commercial engineering team had already taken some preliminary steps to enable remote diagnostics through the Surface Diagnostic Toolkit for Business. With the current state of work from home, with in-person support less available now, the team has accelerated several key improvements to facilitate remote diagnostics and remediation and improve uptime and productivity for remote employees. We've gotten the feedback that these tools have resulted in significant reduction in help desk time for Surface users. Recently, we added the capability to contact Microsoft support seamlessly through the Surface Diagnostics Toolkit for Business. The tool now saves the relevant logs and device information and automatically includes them in support tickets that it creates, towards the goal of faster issue resolution. We're also working at the moment towards a few new features that are not quite ready yet. SSD failure prediction, a chatbot for Teams to serve as the first line of support, and an expansion of our diagnostics toolkit to cover accessories. These are all on our roadmap, and you'll be hearing more about them. We know how important it is for you to be able to support, troubleshoot, and fix issues quickly and efficiently, and we will continue to work towards more capabilities and features in this area. We've also made some great strides towards making our devices more repairable in more locations. This is something that we've been hearing from you, our customers, as a priority. I talked earlier about the fact that both the Laptop 3 and the Pro X have now delivered removable SSDs as a feature. which certainly comes in handy to live into the walk-out working goals of device repair that a lot of IT departments strive for. We recently made the feet and screws on our laptops available for purchase by our commercial customers, making SSD swaps possible. We will continue to invest in this area, making more repairs possible in the field and making more parts available as field replaceable units. If you have not seen it yet, I encourage you to take a look at the mechanism that our engineering team created for opening the Surface Laptop 3 and accessing the SSD. It's a perfect example of repairability through innovation, without compromising on our design goals, and delivering both an incredible product and an incredibly easy to service product. We know we have a long way to go here, but we're very encouraged by the positive feedback we've gotten from these first steps. There's quite a bit more about Surface coming up at Ignite this year, where you'll be able to see more details about some of the features and capabilities that I tried to touch upon. Do attend these sessions and do keep the feedback coming, please. Thank you for your continued trust in Surface devices and your continued partnership and feedback as we evolve our portfolio to meet your needs better and better.